So I'm going to talk about, as you mentioned, drumming within the context of shamanism. And Susan, you mentioned the idea of altering our state of consciousness. And that is one of the primary aspects of shamanic work. Shamans, shamanic practitioners need to alter their state of consciousness to perceive the spiritual or the energetic dimensions that underlie the physical. And the drum, historically and cross-culturally, has been one of the primary ways to do that, using percussion. So there's that one category. How do we shift our state to be able to perceive differently? And actually the word shaman is a word from the Tungus people of Siberia, and it literally means someone who's a spiritual healer or someone who sees in the dark. So this idea of being able to perceive differently with more than just the five senses is important. The Tuvan drum technique, the Tuvans of Mongolia, use the drum both in partnership with calling on a helping spirit, but also as a diagnostic tool, really using it directly with a client to help identify where there are imbalances in the body. And when I'm starting to do some energetic work for them, they slip into these really wonderful, deep states. And when they get up, they'll say, well, how long was I on the table? And I'll say, about 30, 40 minutes. Say, oh my gosh, it felt like 5 minutes. Feel the vibration of the drum. Yourself relax.
I don't know history of sound healing. I'm more just an intuitive person, and was drawn to it through being a musician and sound vibration. And I have a friend who I've known since 6th grade. He played guitar. I started as a drummer, and I would always love to get guitar feedback. I would, give me your guitar. And it's like, no, stop that. But it makes sense where, you get feedback. It's just a constant tone. And this is that. That was my gateway to this. I initially bought a crystal bowl, and I liked it. And every time I'd see him, he'd say, well, what are you doing with it? I say, nothing, really. I play it for myself. I don't really have any kind of arena to do anything. And it was hard for me to kind of get out and look for that. So he said, well, if you're not using that, why don't you trade it back to me for something you might like? Because the bowl you have needs a home. So I did. I said, you know what I like is Tibetan bowls. And he had a lot of crystal bowls and a lot of Tibetan bowls, and he also had a didgeridoo, I remember, and lots of other stuff. And so I said, I like the Tibetan bowls. So I traded them for one. And the reason I don't have them here tonight is because Tibetan bowls volume doesn't carry. But what I use are Tibetan bowls. And what I do is I put people on a table, put the bowl on the body, and play it. So it's like a sound massage, really.
So you'll either experience a little something moving, it'll feel quite good, or it'll just be a blessing. It'll just be a bit of a blessing. So this is kind of what happens. I never really know what's going to happen until I come in front of the person, and then it just starts coming through, and then the angels say, "Hey, tell her this," right? And usually the message that I'm supposed to say, very, very seldom is it words. It's tell her this, and it'll be a sound. So the little sound will come to Didgeridoo, and there'll be a tangible feeling. Some people can cry or be happy, and the next person says, "Whoa, yeah, I know, I need to do that, but I don't really want to." It's this kind of thing. So the Didgeridoo comes from northern Australia, and it's been used for storytelling, healing, ceremonies, education, and communication for over 60,000 years. So it's interesting, it's 60,000 years of unbroken lineage that's still being used today in northern Australia. And now it's become worldwide, and it's used for all kinds of different healing modalities, sound, music, whatnot. Allowing the sound to move you, guide you.